Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. I am back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, I am glad that y'all are here. I am enjoying this journey, this process with y'all. Going from 0 to 1,000,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. We ain't at 1,000,000 yet. Y'all get what I'm saying. Big boy, you ain't got no 1,000,000 subscribers. I have to explain it to some people. Some people will actually say, Big boy, you don't have 1,000,000 subscribers. I'm talking about the only way to. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Now, we know that so far we've had 2 attempts on President Trump's life, right? Some people think it's fake, it's staged, whatever. I don't talk to them kind of people. Okay. So the question is why? Why? Well, because he spread so much hate. He's evil. I want to why are they trying to get rid of him so bad? And some of y'all delusional, still asleep, don't have a clue, don't get it type people. Y'all explanation would be, because he spread so much hate. He hates women. He's a racist. He's a threat to democracy. All that bullshit. Y'all will say that's why they're trying to get rid of him, right? I'm going to tell you the real reason. It ain't got nothing to do with he's spreading hate and all this type of stuff. Like racism, even if Trump is a racist, which I don't think he is, no more than anybody else. We all racist to some degree. Every human on the face of the earth is racist to some degree. There's a difference between racism and bigotry. Bigotry is hating another race. Racism is just having pride in your own race. But hey, I ain't gonna even go into that. Y'all believe what you want to believe. That's not what I'm here for. So they came with the indictments. Then they convicted him. They came with the Stormy Daniels. He slept with a hooker. He was married. He cheated on his wife. They've tried and they've tried and they've tried. They tried. We cannot let Trump get back in office by any means necessary. They've tried everything they can think of. When none of that worked, it only made them stronger. Now we got to unalive him. But whatever we do, we cannot let him back in office. Why is that? I'm glad you asked. Now, let's take a look at all the other presidents lately other than Donald Trump. More specifically, our current missing in action, don't know where he is, don't know what he's doing, don't even know if he's still alive. President Joe Biden. Now here we have America still going, right? We're still rolling, even though the economy is in the tank. It's like screwed up. And unless you're one of those delusional, fanboys, fangirls, just a diehard Democrat, unless you're one of those, you will know that Joe Biden is not running the country right now. If you look at his mental capacity right now, you will know he's not in the condition to run a bingo game at the old folks' home. He can't get up there and call out the numbers for bingo. B3? No, it's B4, Mr. Biden. Oh. He can't even call out the numbers for a bingo game at the bingo hall, let alone run the greatest country, the most powerful country on the planet. Joe Biden ain't running this. Let that sink in. Raise your hand if you believe Joe Biden is calling the shots right now. Raise your hand if you believe Joe Biden somewhere right now making critical decisions about the future of America. You think Joe Biden sits somewhere at a round table with world leaders. Joe Biden sits somewhere around a round table with his advisors and people, and they talking and discussing policy and where do we go from here? What do we do next? Raise your hand if you think Joe Biden somewhere right now doing that. I ain't think so. Well, the Democrats, I see a bunch of Democrats with their hand raised, but we know how that goes. My question is, if Joe Biden, for those of us who know that Joe Biden is not running the country right now, who's running it? Somebody's still running it. Somebody's still making decisions. Somebody's still calling the shots. Our military and everything is still intact. Everything is still moving along, even though it's going bad. We haven't, disappeared. We're still here. America is still here. So obviously, even though we don't like the direction we're going in, somebody is taking us in that direction, even if we don't like it. We may not like the direction. Some of us don't. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all think we're doing good. But for those who know better, like myself and others, I don't like the direction that this country is going in. But whether I like it or not, the fact remains somebody is behind the wheel, taking us in this direction. We're not going in this direction on our own. Some people say the country's on autopilot. No, it's not. Somebody's driving. Somebody is still driving America. We just know it's not Joe Biden. Those of us with a lick of brains know that Joe Biden is not behind the wheel. Right? And those with a lick of brain know somebody is. We just don't know who. Some of us claim to know who, the deep state, the cabal, whatever, Illuminati, whatever, Obama. A lot of speculation about who. But there's no doubt in my mind about who's not, and that's Joe Biden. So my point is this. The president never has been running the show for a long, well, I ain't gonna say never. For a few years now, at least for the last 4 years. Let me put it this way. The majority of other presidents other than Trump have been puppets. They have not been running the country. Because if we look now, Joe Biden is not running the country, but things are still going on. So if he's not running the country, who's running it? Again. Because somebody calling the shots. We know it ain't him. So whoever it is that's calling the shots is the same people that's trying to get rid of Trump. Because when Trump get in, he calls the shots. He does what he wants to do, which is what the people want him to do. When Trump is in office, that's why they want him out of here. They want him eliminated, off the scene, out the picture. Because he's the last chance for the people of America to have a president that's actually independent of what the people behind the scenes want done. He don't answer to them. Joe Biden does. So therefore, Joe Biden is not needed. Joe Biden can be somewhere laid up in a coma right now, and it don't matter because he wasn't running the show no way. The people that were running the show are still running the show. Joe Biden and any other president is not needed. They're just up front for us to look at. The only real president that we had that was independent, free thinking, doing what he feels is right, and not listening to them people in the background say, you ought to do this, you ought to do this, this is what we want you to do, we want you to do this, you need to do it like this. He's not listening to them. So they're not having that. They can't have him back in office doing what he want to do, interfering with their diabolical plan. That's why they're trying to get rid of him. And that's why they're not going to stop until they get rid of him. And if they do get rid of them, the people like us that's watching, now we know why they're trying to get rid of them. And if they do, I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all read between the lines. Just know it when you see it. Whoever is really running the country right now, that's who is trying to get rid of Trump. Put two and two together. Whoever, it ain't Biden. Biden ain't trying to get rid of Trump. Don't even do that. He ain't got sense enough to do that. It's not Kamala trying to get rid of Trump. We see how goofy and unqualified Kamala is. But they don't mind putting her out there and letting her run and hoping she become president. It don't matter how dumb she is, because she ain't gonna be running things no way. Y'all get it? They can put buckwheat up there, and he can win the election. It ain't gonna matter. They're gonna be the same with the Kamala win, Joe Biden. It don't matter. If anybody but Trump is the president, it don't matter who it is, because they ain't gonna be running it no way. They ain't gonna be running the show no way, no matter who it is. If it ain't Trump, Trump is our only shot at having a president that's actually the one calling the shots. You put anybody in there other than Trump, they not running it. I promise you. They will not be calling the shots, so it won't matter who it is. Biden, Kamala. That's why they didn't have a primary. They just put Kamala, propped her on up there. They gave her, y'all, who they wanted you to have, you Democrats. That's why they didn't give y'all a chance to vote on. Choose who y'all wanted. They put who they wanted, because it don't matter who y'all put in there. You might as well put anybody up here other than Trump. And we run the show. Not us, we, as in them. That's what they saying to us. That's what they letting us know. As long as it ain't Trump, we calling the shots. Your president don't matter. Joe Biden don't matter. Kamala don't matter. Whoever don't matter. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. And I was on live last night talking about how I liked what Obama did. As far as the economy only, don't give me that he ain't do nothing for black folks stuff. The people behind the scenes ain't gonna let him do nothing for black folks. They ain't gonna let nobody do nothing for black folks. Black people, stop expecting your oppressor, stop expecting your enemy to help you. There will be no reparations. There will be nothing for black folks unless black folks do it themselves. I'm tired of going back and forth with y'all about Obama didn't do nothing for black folks. Such and such didn't do nothing for black folks. This person ain't do nothing for black folks. Ain't nobody in politics gonna do nothing for black folks. It's banned. It's barred. It's not happening. Stop expecting your enemy to help you. The United States government has always been an enemy to black people. Not the United States, not the people of the United States, the government. I ain't gonna go no farther into that. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist. Stop with that Obama ain't do nothing for black people. He couldn't. And nobody else will. The closest you're going to get to somebody trying to help black people is Trump, because he don't answer to them. Y'all don't get it. The reason they say, and reason Trump say, and I know, and other folks in the know and in knowledge know, Trump have done more for black people than any other president, because he don't answer to the people behind the scenes saying don't do nothing for black folks. Trump do what he want to do. He's a renegade. He's a rogue agent. And they can't have him getting back in office. Then he might do something for black folks. What did he do for black folks? I know I'm gonna hear that. I ain't gonna even go into all that. I'm tired of y'all. I'm not gonna give you the privilege of responding to those questions anymore. What did Obama do for black folk? What did such and such do for black folk? My question is, what are black folks gonna do for black folks? Stop expecting your enemy to help you. Y'all acknowledge that this country is our enemy. Y'all acknowledge that this country don't love us. Y'all acknowledge that this country ain't for us. Then you turn right around and ask that same country to help you. Make that make sense. That's why I don't join in with y'all on that reparation stuff. Not saying that I wouldn't want it. I don't think we should get it. I'm telling you why I don't join in on y'all with y'all on that foolishness. You expecting the people that hate you to help you. I don't get that. I don't go to my enemy for help. Y'all calling America your enemy. America hates black people, blah, 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 blah. And then you turn around and expect America to give you something. You would turn around and expect America to do something for black folks. And then in the same breath, you'll say America hates black folks. Make that make sense. So I don't engage with y'all on that. Believe what you want to believe. Obama ain't doing nothing for black folk. Okay, he ain't doing nothing for black folk. Whatever. All I know is this. Joe Biden is not running the country right now. Joe Biden never ran the country. The only president we've had since Ronald Reagan or maybe Kennedy that actually was independent of the behind the scenes people and made their own decision based on what they thought was right. You see what happened to Ronald Reagan. They got him back in check. And you see what happened to Kennedy. And now they're trying to do it with Trump. The only time they'll try to take out a president and be able to do it is because it's some powerful people. It ain't just some, what you call it, some dude from Picayune, Mississippi. Some old random yahoo from Picayune, Mississippi got the ability to test the president. No. Billy Bob can't test the president. If anybody able to get close to the president, because some powerful people allowed it. Other than that, you can't get close to the president. Nobody. Even the Secret Service go through all type of investigation and vetting or whatever before they're allowed to be Secret Service. How the hell Billy Bob from Picayune, Mississippi get up on the president like that? Unless some powerful people wanted them to. Billy Bob ain't got it like that. So therefore, I'll leave y'all with this. Joe Biden ain't running the country. The last chance and the only president we've had since Reagan, before they tried to take him out, once they did that to him, then he sold out. I know y'all don't want to hear that, you Reagan lovers. When they tried to take Reagan life, or when I ain't gonna say they tried, they gave him that warning shot. When they did that to Reagan, he fell in line. Kennedy wouldn't fall in line, so gotta go. Trump is not playing by their rules. Gotta go. So yes, Joe Biden somewhere laid up like a vegetable, but it don't matter. Because whoever was running the country is still running the country. And it's not Joe Biden. Get it, got it, good. Bye.